Welcome back to another episode of my Tulane Green Wave Dynasty here on College Football 25. We are at week 8 here of year 5. First year in the Big 12. We are 6-0, number 3 in the country, 2-0 in the Big 12 with 2 decisive wins on the road against Texas Tech and BYU, and we're now getting a chance to take on Arizona State. And fourth straight game on the road, then we finally get to go home for a week before going back out on the road. But Arizona State, take a look at the Sun Devils and how they got here. They had 2-4. They're 0-3 in the conference, so they got beat by a top 5 Florida team, so no shame there. Got routed by Oklahoma State, got beat handily by Iowa State, and then got manhandled by Kansas. The only 2 teams they have beat have been San Diego State and an FCS team. So has not been a very good season for Arizona State. They seem to kind of be along the same lines from an overall perspective of other teams in this conference. But we will take a look at them and see how they are looking. This is going to be kind of a special occasion. Actually going to put this video up on a Saturday after an episode on Friday. I want to move along, trying to get ahead. Would like to get at least a 6th season in before College Football 26. So really going to be trying to put a focus here on this series. Why is it, let's see, messing up here. So Arizona State, their star player there is cornerback Chris Johnson II. Anyway, quarterback, top-end guy here, Trent Sly, is a red shirt junior, former 3-star, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, so he's struggling, avoiding turnovers, decent athlete, got good agility, no real change of direction. He is a step up here in throw power from what we have seen. The accuracies are actually really good. Awareness in a decent spot. I mean, a lot of his stats here are pretty solid. A little surprised that the overall is not a little bit higher there. Sly seems like he is rock solid. Scobie at tailback. It's a solid group here overall. He is a power back, so that's something just to keep in mind. Wide receivers, pretty strong trio here to start. Got 2 guys with size, a little bit more of a shifty guy here in Amatova. But, yeah, Tobias Amatova and Kush, pretty solid there overall. Maybe not any guy with elite hands, even though Tobias is good in traffic. But a solid group, nonetheless. Definitely got some top-end speed to them. Tight ends are pretty solid here at the top. He gets pretty nasty below them. Offensive line, pretty good straight across. Yeah, good offensive line. Okay defensive line. I don't know how successful they're going to be at stopping the run in this one. Linebackers are good in athletics, so that certainly makes up from a little bit of a lesser group there. Got some speed here at corner. As long as Bamaj is playing on the outside, maybe a little tougher to take those deep shots in this one. But a really solid cornerback room. Solid-ish safeties. They're okay there. Just kind of lacking star power, a high-end quarterback. But I think he's a talented guy. And we will be taking them on. Let's see what kind of unis they have. So, obviously, their base. I think kind of getting them in those, I think, might be kind of cool. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go with the black with that burgundy top. We're just going to rock our basic regular away uniforms. But yeah, definitely excited to be getting back here. It's been a couple days since the last time I recorded in this, trying to get these scheduled out. Got a honeymoon coming up, so trying to get ahead the best I can. Sorry that y'all are hearing my alarm. But yeah, we played extremely well so far this year. Definitely feeling like we are a potential national title team. I think the Sun Devils have enough talent in the secondary that if we make mistakes, they can really come back to bite us there. Enough speed at quarterback, at wide receiver to maybe to maybe cause us some issues with a young cornerback group on our side. But their defensive line worries me for them. We've been really good at running the football so far this year. Maybe a game we get Finnerty a little bit more involved early. See how Celestia Chin and companies plays here. And we're actually going to be kicking things off to get to get things started. I think this is the first time all year that we have not actually received the opening kickoff. But here we are, jumping out in front. Nice tackle there from Nicholas. As Arizona State and Sly are going to come out here, starting at their own 17. They highlight DJ Tobias, who's been rock solid so far this year. Trio of touchdowns. They come out 3 tight ends to get things started. Not what I was expecting here at all. They are going to hand it off. Nice cutback, but Tulane able to play aggressive. Jeremiah Jolly comes up and makes a nice tackle there at the line. Now they go basically complete opposite and go empty. Player in motion. It's a jet pass. They able to get him to turn back around. It's going to be a fumble. Arizona State does recover. I can already tell that I forgot to set my depth chart the way I want to. So let's go do that right quick. Put Brown there. Jeremiah Jolly there. Power back, so that's good. Boom, boom. Ishmael coming here. Sorry that I continue to keep doing this after I finally put the red shirt on Sergio Fields. All right, now we're ready. 3rd and 9. And Tulane get off the field. 3 wide receivers set here. And it's going to be a draw play. Nice tackle as Maxwell Jordan comes out there. First snap of the game. Able to run down Scobie. Arizona State's going to have to punt it away. I don't really like the call there for the Sun Devils offense. I think you're hosting the number 3 team in the country. You get the ball first. I think you need to show a little bit more aggression than that. Nonetheless, a good punt return actually will set up Tulane on the Arizona State side of the field. Celestia Chin's had some troubles with turnovers. Been really good since a 4 interception week 1. See how things start off here. 3 wide receivers set. Muhammad comes in motion. Chin going to take the snap and get it out there to him, but does not get the block. Really nice tackle there on the outside. Chris Johnson, very good corner. Able to wrap him up for a loss of a yard. Chin is going to hand this one off to Browning. Nice cutback there. It's a gain of 7. One more thing. I've got to set this up after the game. By the time I get done recording, I forget. That's what I'm trying to do. 5 wide here. Celestia Chin is going to take the snap. Try to squeeze this one in, and Muhammad actually grabs it. 2nd catch of the day. Able to bring that one in. Tight throw there. Chin takes it, play action. Campanero going to take a pretty decent shot. So far, 3 passes all have been underneath, though. That's a 3 wide receiver set here again. Chin takes it. Going to hand it off to Browning. A really nice cutback there. Open up a nice lane on the left side. Chin takes the snap. Oh, bad decision. That one almost got intercepted and accidentally pressed the wrong button. That one paid off. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends set here now. Chin takes the snap. Bueno is going to grab it through contact. 3rd and 8. Last week was the first time that he has not crossed the century mark this season. Handoff to Browning, gets blown up. Only gets a gain of 1. I think they're going to go for it here. Be aggressive. Trust your star quarterback and these star wide receivers. Chin takes the snap. Squeeze it. Campanaro wide open there. Gets the first down. I guess I forgot to point it out. I think Celeste Chin's actually broken a bunch of school records. I'll take a look after the game. Chin takes the snap, drops it off underneath late. Muhammad with his third catch here of this opening drive. Takes a big hit, 2nd and goal. Chin takes the snap. We're going to try to squeeze this into Bueno. He can't grab it. Chris Johnson. The good early portion of the game. 3rd and goal. Chin's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Browning, who's going to power into the end zone and give Tulane the early lead. Eric Browning, your running back of the year last year, had his struggles on the ground as a true freshman. New offense has really opened up things. This run game has been very, very strong this year. Tulane, 12-play, 48-yard drive. You get into the end zone. Got lucky on the one play. Celeste Chin did not throw an interception. Drop pick ends up paying off and going forward on 4th down helps extend the drive. Big time hit there from 3. Three tight end set for Arizona State to get things started. Wide receiver sent in motion. They hand it off to him. Great tackle by Bickley out in the open field. Bickley, a true sophomore, got a chance to play a pretty good bit last year. First year as a starter has looked really good. Quick RPO, nice open field tackle there from Briscoe. That is exactly why he is playing the slot this year. 3rd and 7. Two tight end set, drop back to pass. In order for him to really go with it, Briscoe with another nice tackle there in the open field. Arizona State going to be forced to punt this one away. Bueno back to receive it. Going to call for the fair catch. Tulane will take over at the 36. Chin takes it. We'll try to swing this one out to Browning, and it works to perfection. A nice juke move. Going to get the first down. Okay, ready? 3 wide receivers. Tulane moving pretty quickly here on offense. It's going to be a handoff to Browning, getting a lot of touches here in the early going. Already his 5th carry. 3 wide receiver formation here again. Peppers goes in motion. They fake the jet. It's going to be a handoff to Browning. Gets the first down. Finnerty is now out there. Muhammad comes in motion. Going to get it out to him again. This time gets better blocking. A lot of touches for him. Just 4 yards there. They go empty. Chin takes the snap. Going to try to throw this one out to Peppers, who does get his first grab of the day. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Tulane in a good spot here, 7-0 lead, driving again. Arizona State has had 2 possessions, have not done much of anything with them. Defense is not playing bad, just not quite doing enough. Chin takes the snap. We'll work this underneath to Browning, able to outrun the linebacker. It's the first down. First and 10. Chin takes the snap. Going to work it. Peppers is wide open, and he is going to walk into the end zone. Jumps over a cameraman. But Tulane with a great start here yet again. Have to be excited with how things are going here. 13-0 lead. Helmke makes it 14-0. So far, so good. Tulane up multiple scores so far. Arizona State has not shown any real life on offense. Tulane has been near perfect. See how things go here. Arizona State, if nothing else, needs to just get a little something going for their defense's sake. First down. It's going to be a handoff. Nice run, but Jordan able to get off the block there of the tight end. Ends up being just a 3-yard gain. Actually blocked that one well. Almost got a really nice carry out of that. 3 wide receivers. It's a read option. Gets blown up again. Washington and Cruz just making plays. 3rd and 7. They go empty this time. Dropping back to pass. Going to try to throw that one. Great play there from Maxwell Jordan. Able to knock that ball down, and it is another Arizona State punt coming up, unless they decide to fake it deep in their own territory, which I doubt. They do not. Bueno back to receive it. He's going to call for the fair catch. Yeah, this offense is – this Tulane team seems to be for real. The offense has looked really good. The defense has been great really the whole year so far. Another nice run there from Browning. This is a much better rushing offense than what we've had the past couple of years, and it has really opened up a lot of things. Peppers coming in motion, jet pass to him. He's able to get outside of the end, but cannot get farther up. Chris Johnson's got a lot of speed. Able to make a play on that. It'll be a 3rd and 2. Peppers this time going to come in motion. Chin takes the snap. There is Bueno. Big catch and run for him. Gets the first down. He's at the 35. Just looking unstoppable. It's another handoff to Browning. Pretty good blocking there again. And look at the fight from Browning. Gets a first down. This has been impressive. 2 tight ends actually go under center. Don't see this a lot from them, and it's a carry to Browning. Gain of 8. Finnerty now getting another snap. 3 wide receivers here. They're going to hand it off to Finnerty. Bouncing off guys. Look at the effort. First down at the 10 now. Peppers comes in motion, jet pass to him. Going to get a block, can't get the spin move to work there though. 2nd and goal. 3 wide, Chin takes the snap. We'll try to squeeze that, ends up hitting the linebacker in the back of the head. Bueno takes a big shot. I don't know if he'd have caught that anyway. 3rd and goal. Chin takes it. Bueno catches it through traffic. Gets into the end zone, and Tulane burying the Sun Devils here. Strike the Heisman pose, young man. Helmke's 3rd extra point attempt of this first half is up. It is good. It is a 21-0 lead here. So Lacey Chin and this offense have been essentially perfect. Arizona State had the one chance to pick off a pass. It didn't take advantage of the mistake. It has been a burial ever since. 21-0. Arizona State needs to get something going here. They are going to hand it off this time. Good blocking. Gain of 5. Two tight ends. I think they're going 2 tight end heavy. There's a wide open throw to one of those tight ends, though. Free tried to read it. Ended up being wide open, though, way before anybody could get over there. Slide takes it. Quick RPO out. Great open field tackle there from Jolly. This team has been so impressive. Just making tackles in open field, not trying to do too much. I'll throw that one short. Slide got hit, so we're trying to throw that one over there. Now it's a 3rd and 9. Gonna try to scramble. Oh, it makes a nice play. Able to drop that off to his tailback. Thought he was scrambling to take up. So I start kind of heading towards that, and then he dumps it off to Scobie. Really nice play there. Getting the linebackers out of position and then making a play. That one, oh, it threw that right to Kilgo. Drop the interception. We've now seen that from these middle linebackers a couple times over the last few weeks. Wide receiver sent in motion. Play action pass. He's going to throw that one, and Free leaves the area just enough. What a throw there from Slide to Aquino. Gets Arizona State on the board. That was a hell of a throw. Great throw there on the left side. Step down just a half second with Free, just in case they try to dump it off to the running back. And as soon as Free made that movement, Slide dumps it off over the top. Really, really great play there. Decent return. First and 10. Gonna be a handoff to Browning. Gain of 2 out of that. Gonna set that up. He overthrows Bueno, who is wide open. They decide to switch corners as to who was guarding Bueno at the last second. Chin takes a step. I mean, Bueno was wide open. Like, snap that quickly. Try to just throw a ball out there for Bueno to probably score on. But he misses the throw. 3 wide receivers. Browning goes in motion. Chin takes the snap. Bueno got off the line, off his guy, and Trey Bueno is going to get his touchdown the next play anyway. Trey Bueno, second time in the end zone today. Didn't hit the century mark last week. Looks like he has done multiple times already this season. Has gone over the century mark here in this first half. (28-7) lead. It's a big time answer there from Tulane as Arizona State finally gets their first offensive flurry there. Tulane shuts it right back down. The pressure's now back on Arizona State. Tulane starts off the second half with the ball. RPO, they hand it off this time. Scobie locked up by Briscoe. He's having a really nice day. underneath. Bad play. Oh, it ends up knocking it out. Okay. 3rd and 9. Big time. Great throw there from Sly over the middle. Do that in a tight spot. Going to take his shot down the field. 2 Tulane players down there, though, able to knock it away. Second and 10. Sun Devils take the shot. 2nd and 10. Going to drop it off underneath. It's another nice first down. Ooh, take a nasty second hit there from Jolly. Nice throw over the middle is dropped. Briscoe might have knocked that out of his hand, but I think that was just a. They may give him the deflection anyway, but that one looks like it's more of a straight drop to me. Underneath, tackle down to Tulane is now going to take a timeout. 3rd and 7. Can Tulane get off the field, give their offense another chance to make a play here? Slide takes the snap. Slide waited too long to scramble there. Gets brought down after a short game. Probably could have gone, kind of had the linebackers in a tough spot. Decided to go right as Tulane started crashing down on him, though. Not a great punt. Tulane's going to see if they can strike here. Chin takes the snap, tries to work that underneath to Bueno. Grab down. It's a gain of 3. Chin's going to take the snap. We'll dump this off to Browning. And it doesn't get the first down, but does get out of bounds. Chin takes it. Going to get this over to Peppers, who catches it. Running pretty much full speed. Not able to quite break that, though. Chin's going to take the snap. He's going to try to roll out. Kind of throws that one into the ground. Incomplete. Second and 10. Chin takes the snap. Dumps it off again there to Browning. Going to shake past one guy and gets the first down. Now they'll hurry it up. Chin takes it. Somehow avoids the initial pressure there. I'm going to have to call a timeout. Going to take a shot. Just did not work out. Chin this time is going to take the snap. We'll try to bury this one to Campanaro, who's able to bring it in. What a throw. What a catch. 12 seconds left. Chin takes it. Going to kind of throw a loft ball up to Muhammad, who grabs it, but it falls incomplete. Play. What a throw and catch there from Campanaro the play before. Chin takes it, just going to try to float one there to Bueno. Goes out of bounds. Now they send the field goal unit out. Try to extend this lead. 3rd and 4. Elmke's kick is up. And the kick is good. It'll be a 31-7 lead here for Tulane. Absolutely burying the Sun Devils here. At the end of the first half, Brownings look really good on the ground. Celestia Chins look good through the air. Campanero getting involved. Bueno getting involved. Peppers getting involved. Muhammad has shown up and has gotten some additional targets today. This defense has been really good outside of just a couple of really nice plays from Sly and that Sun Devils offense. This has been all Tulane. They've looked the part every way that they could possibly look at it. 31-7, and they get the ball to start this second half. Ogbagu. We get much there, takes it up to the 18.
Ready, break.
1st and 10. Chin fakes the handoff. Trying to avoid pressure. He's actually going to get hit, and he fumbles it. Not even a big hit or anything. Celestia Chin puts it on the ground, though. Deion Powell knocks it away. Arizona State with life. Goes that underneath. Jordan able to run him down. Tight ends had a nice day. Sly has looked solid for the most part. It'll be a handoff. Kilgo blows it up. Doesn't make the tackle, but Lucian and company able to come help him out. 3rd and 2. It's going to be a run. Cantu and Jolly blow it up, stop him there, and they're going to send out the field goal unit. I mean, it's a free possession in a way. I think it'd be more beneficial to try to go for it here. The kick is up. The kick is good. Back down to a 21-point lead here for Tulane after the Celestia Chin turnover. Definitely not what you're looking for. Do set on the return. Doesn't do a whole lot with it. Tulane's back out on offense. Chin takes it. Hand off to Browning. Really good blocking. Takes a big hit, but it's another first down run. Muhammad this time comes in motion. Chin takes the snap. I'm going to try to throw that underneath. Muhammad, though, gets brought down. It's a loss of 5. Tried to catch that play a couple of times. Not overly works. Not really in Muhammad's wheelhouse. Not a bursty athlete. Carried a Browning. Gets those yards back plus a couple more. We'll set up a 3rd and 8. Chin takes the snap. I'm going to take a sack. Palfuzzi there. And we get back to Chin. All of a sudden, this offense has been a little less than stellar here. Start this second half. This play to come up. All right, so good start of field position here for Arizona State. But they have not been great here on offense. Big possession for them. Throw wide. Really nice catch there on the sideline. Good throw. Want to review it. Does end up counting. 1st and 10. Hand off to Ishmael. Or excuse me, I was playing as Ishmael. Scobie gets the handoff. Going to be hurt. 13 yards on his 7 carries. Arizona State has not been able to run the football here at all. 2 wide receivers, a tight end, running back in the backfield. Good blocking. Jordan tackles him hard, though. 3rd and 1. Looks like they might be getting aggressive here on defense. It is a handoff, and it is going to be shut down by George Fuller, the true sophomore defensive tackle. Sun Devils are going to attempt another field goal here. And the field goal is up, and he does get it in. So 31-13 lead now for Tulane. Done much of nothing here on offense this second. So far in this third quarter, just a couple of possessions though. See if they end up getting something going here. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Chin takes the snap. Trey Bueno all by himself, one-on-one. Not a great throw from Celeste Chin, but Bueno makes a really nice adjustment, makes the catch through contact, brings it down. Should have been a touchdown. Chin just did not get his best pass off there. And off to Browning. It's good blocking. Gain of 5. Another carry here for Browning. It's a gain of 4 out of it. Go under center, 2 tight ends, Chin. It's a play action. I'll try to throw that to Peppers, and he throws it just a little too far. Incomplete. Come out though, trying to make something of this drive. Chin takes the snap. We're trying to squeeze this to Bueno, but it falls incomplete. Arizona State making plays here defensively. Really strong third quarter for the Sun Devils. Good throw there over the middle. Tight end having a great day. Bueno, I believe is his name. Really showing out here for the Sun Devils. Great throw there. Man-to-man coverage. This one's going to be a counter. Free misses a tackle attempt there. Being a gain of 8 on the run. Scobie's back out there. It's a handoff. Kilgo and company fly over there. Gain of 1. Reveal. Oh, they take the carry up the middle. Free misses the tackle attempt in the backfield. Ends up being a nice gain. Four wide receivers. It's going to be a run. Strong blocking there again. Gain of 7. Arizona State has got a ton of momentum right now. Tulane make a play. It's going to be an RPO. I'm about to say there's got to be a guy down there. Ooh, a big-time hit from Free. Got to be a guy down the field. Actually going to call a holding on it. Okay, I'll take that too. Held that RPO for a long time before deciding to go out with it. 2nd and 13. Play action. They send the pressure. And Free and Cantu get the sack. Going to set up a 3rd and 19 now. Tulane picked a good spot to be aggressive there, coming off the play action. That's going to be into the third quarter. Huge play here for Arizona State. I really think they need to get in a situation where they have a meaningful 4th down opportunity and go for it here. They've got momentum. They've been able to make plays in this passing game. It's a 3rd and 19. And they go 2 tight ends here. Send the running back out in motion. Tries to throw that up the seam, and it's dropped by 2 Tulane defenders. Free has dropped a couple of interceptions past couple of weeks now, and also hit Jordan in the hands off the deflection. 4th and 19. Kick is up. The kick is good, makes it 31-16. This was a 31-7 game at halftime. Tulane just not been able to put together any offense. Doucette going to try to spark something on the return. Instead, he gets wrapped up at the 14. Big drive. It's a handoff to Browning. Good running there. Gain of 9. Second and 1, Chin. Seeing Campanero in motion. Chin takes the snap. It's a screen, but it gets wrapped 3 blockers there, and nobody gets the linebacker. Big time play here again. Chin takes the snap. They're going to try to fit that into Bueno. What a catch there from the superstar. Over 150 yards receiving now. Perhaps none bigger than that one. It's a carry. Browning, big spin move, gets another first down on the ground. He's over the century mark. Three wide receivers. Chin. It's a handoff to Browning. He sneaks through and is going to end up getting another first down. The first guy is not bringing him down with any consistency at all. 115 yards rushing now. And it's going to be another run. Browning just doing a nice job being patient, following his blockers, seeing where the hole is, and then making every carry count. Be another carry to him. And a 4. Finnerty gets a chance. 2nd and 6. Chin takes it. Hands it off to Finnerty. It's a gain of 2 there. Could not run over the linebacker. Wrapped up for a short gain. 3rd and 4. They go empty. Chin takes it. Tried to get that one to Campanero, and he somehow fits that one through. How that one did not get intercepted, I do not know. This was a mistake. This was a bad decision. Bueno, or Peppers, is wide open over the middle. Throwing this over to Campanero, tries to pick it off. Actually throws it to the wrong shoulder and everything. Just a really bad play, but Campanero able to make the most out of what was a very, very poor decision. 4 catches, 38 yards. Peppers now coming in motion. Jet pass to him. He gets to the outside. He gets a good block. Peppers inside the 10. Wrapped up at the 6. Okay, ready? This team is just in motion right now offensively. Carry to Browning. That one gets stuffed. Golly, he's taking some hits. All right, let's give Browning a little break. At least for the rest of this series, then we can go from there. Second and goal. Big time drive, man. Tulane answered to carry. Got to cut that one back and get it to the 4. On the double. 3 wide receivers. Finnerty in the backfield. Finnerty goes out. Chin takes the snap. Chin's going to try to roll out. Takes a massive sack. Could not get outside of Lamar Williams' lane. Field goal attempt is up. It is good. So it's a 34-16 lead now. Tulane back up 18. They cut 7.5 minutes off the game on that drive, and that is the key factor to that possession. Doesn't end in 7, but does take off a lot of time. Should pay dividends here in the long run of the rest of this game. Tulane really needed a good drive on offense. They finally got one. 1st and 10. Try to dump this one off. Great tackle again there from Briscoe. They're going to have to find a way to get a big shot. Sly's going to throw it underneath. Great tackle again there from Briscoe. 3rd and 7. They go empty here. Throws it wide, knocked away. Great play from Jordan. 4th and 7. Arizona State has to go for it here. Sly takes the snap. Gonna throw that one to the side, left side, and it's picked off. Jeremiah Jolly ducks out of bounds. Sly's gotten away with probably 2 or 3, 4 passes that should have been intercepted. Jeremiah Jolly puts the exclamation point on this game, picking off that pass, putting what should be the essential proverbial dagger into this one. Tulane still has to finish it off. Finnerty, gain of 6. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Tulane up 18. Trying to just finish this one out. Sheehan takes it, hands it off to Finnerty. Good blocking there on the left side. Gets the first down. Now down to less than a minute and a half. Nice cut back there from Finnerty. Makes it a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Likely the last true snap of the game here. Chin takes it right at the last second. Finnerty gets the first down. Going to take that inside the 15 down to the 11. That'll be the ball game. A 34-16 win here for Tulane. Certainly had some ups and downs in this one. A couple of times the defense didn't play well, but outside of the one drive where Arizona State was able to score a touchdown, you know, oh, I guess I should have taken a snap. Apologies. Outside of that, I mean, really did a nice job in this one defensively. Didn't get a whole lot of pressure, but played well on the back end, which ended up really helping out. I thought the offense in general played really well. Took a couple of sacks. One of those ended up being a fumble, but definitely let the foot off the gas a little bit there in the second half. Left some opportunities and points probably out there. But it's a 4th straight road game where we have really done damage. Really playing well. Hard to find much to complain about here in this one. I thought the Arizona State probably played a little bit above their rating in the second half. But we were able to, take advantage of things and end up putting an exclamation point on it. 3-0 in the Big 12. We'll take a look at the stats here. 466 yards versus exactly 200 for Arizona State. So really outplayed them there, even on the turnover battles, and they just did not have the talent to run with us if they're not winning the turnover battle. Chin, 26 of 35, 313, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, but did have the fumble. Browning looked good on the ground. Finnerty looked good. Richard on his couple of carries looked okay. Bueno had a massive day. Peppers had the long, the 21-yard touchdown. Not really a whole lot else in this one for him. Browning looked pretty solid. Muhammad was involved a lot early. Campanero had a couple of nice plays as well. I thought the offensive line did good. Heinrich's getting hit with 3 sacks, but they were more just cover sacks in my opinion. Didn't feel comfortable trying to take a shot anywhere. Free does end up with 10 tackles. Thought he missed some plays though. But overall played well. Jordan, Kilgo, Briscoe, and Jolly, all the guys with at least 5. No standouts from a tackle for loss perspective. Just a whole team full of guys that made plays in the backfield. Got a half sack from Free, a half sack from Cantu, and then we got Jolly on the interception. for Arizona State. Sly went 15 to 24, $156, a touchdown and an interception. Scobie just 8 for 21, Veal 6 for 24. They could not run the ball at all. Sherman, it was Sherman, but it was, Aquino. So the two tight ends definitely played well. Sherman was the guy that actually did most of the damage, though. I think I called him Aquino earlier. Those two guys really had a nice day. None of these wide receivers did anything at all. I mean, there was not a wide receiver or running back that had over 20 yards receiving in this game. It was really all about the tight ends, not really a whole lot else. For them defensively, had a trio of guys in the double digits. Thought Johnson played well. I don't think they're a bad team, really and truly, at all. Kyle Fusi here had 3 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. Thought he made plays. Ramar Williams looks like a really good athlete. Did a nice job on his sack. Then we had Powell with a sack and a half. He played well. Then Cameron Phoenix here had a half sack. No interceptions, but again, they did get the fumble. Who do we want to make the thumbnail player today? We'll do Jolly on his interception. Why don't we do that? And we'll just rock with that. Since he did have the pick, we haven't used Celeste Chin or Trey Bueno much, but you can pretty much use them at any given time. So yeah, another impressive victory there. And we will move along here to the next week. Should get some more commits here, I would guess. Tyler Story, the #1 player in the country, #1 recruit, middle linebacker out of Memphis, Tennessee, does commit. We end up losing Anthony Shaw there to Texas. Okay, so we actually moved down a little bit in his recruiting. I did add some more players to the recruiting board. We are up to #1 in the country. 7-0, 3-0. I think this is the first time we've been the top team in the country. And it comes when we got a top 25 matchup coming up in the next video here at home. So were there upsets above us last week? Look at the top 25 here in week 8. We have Rutgers over Minnesota. Washington over Oregon. So Oregon does get upset. They were the #1 team in the country. They fall now behind us. UCF goes on the road, gets a big win over TCU. Wisconsin over Indiana. Cincinnati bum rushes Colorado 44-3 at home. Boise State over Wyoming. LSU over Virginia. Florida with a big victory over Kentucky. Houston big over BYU. Mississippi State upsets Tennessee. Had Penn State over USC, and what was a top 10 matchup there. Big win for the Nittany Lions on the road. Texas really struggling this year, but they do get a victory at UMass. Texas A&M over UConn, not a very thrilling game there. Ohio State over Maryland. Notre Dame over Washington State. Kansas over Baylor, and Alabama beats Georgia, who is the #2 team in the country, if I'm not mistaken. Helps propel us. Alabama with a big victory there at home. But yeah, you're crazy. You're #1 team in the country. The Tulane Green Wave got all 65 first place votes. It looks like we are now the last standing undefeated team, assuming there's not one outside of the top 25 that's still undefeated. Yeah, that's big. That's nice. Let's take a look at the team stats. So we had Celeste Chin over 2,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions while I'm thinking about it, because if I go through the rest of the stats, I might forget. Team records. I do think that he is now the all-time leading passer in essentially everything. I don't think we ever had a 10,000-yard passer. He's now well over that. Set the mark for touchdowns, closing in on 100 touchdown passes in his career. Celeste Chin. And I do end up thinking, I think he's going to end up being a 4-year starter for us, unless I decide to do kind of the more realistic thing, which would be to kind of push Celeste Chin out. I don't think he's got the overall to actually leave the school early. Somebody like him that's had success would probably end up leaving. 20 touchdowns, 7 picks on the season. Been really good at avoiding interceptions since that week 1 game where he threw 4. See just 3 combined in the last 6. Certainly a lot more of what I would like. for sure. Done a nice job with that. Did get away with a throw in this one where I pressed the wrong button. Thankfully, it ended up costing us. But did fumble. Browning has looked great. Finnerty has looked really good, having a strong campaign as the backup running back. Bueno, he's a monster. He's a machine. It's nothing like he was last year because of Peppers, really and truly. And trying to get Campanaro and Muhammad, just trying to get everybody a little bit more involved. This is a little bit more of a balanced offense versus being a very wide receiver one heavy attack that we had last year. But Bueno is sensational. Pepper scored there. He's had a really nice first year as a starter. I mean, definitely looks like a guy that could be wide receiver one. Campanaro definitely taking a step up. He's been very reliable for us, getting almost 11 yards more a game than he did last year. It's less big plays. He's found the end zone twice this year. Campanero's been good. I think the offensive line's been good. Free, Kilgo, Jordan, Briscoe, and Jolly are your top 5 in tackles. If you want to see somebody else in particular, you can take a look. Of course, we've gotten really good production out of Lucian. Ishmael has been very good. Kilgo, Fuller, Cantu, Briscoe. Okay. Sacks, Lucian's got 8.5. He had a pretty quiet game, that one. I think that was his first game this year without a sack. It's showing George Fuller. A lot of menu stuff. I hope they clean up next year's game. First game he did not get at least a half sack. Did have a tackle for loss in there, though. And then for interceptions, you got Briscoe and Jolly now with 3. Got a quartet of guys there with 4. Briscoe had a really nice game there as well. But yeah, I mean, we're looking really good. It's a big-time matchup next week as we will host a 6-1 and 2-1 UCF team at home. First time we've been at home in a long time. We're looking forward to it. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out my Atlanta Hawks franchise on NBA 2K25 and my Seattle Mariners franchise on MLB The Show 25. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time.